Hello bros and welcome to SFX0 Bro 5 Production and next part Sakura Succubus 2. So we're gonna jump into where we left off last time. Is this the fourth I do? Or maybe this is the third. So I lay down on Hifumi's lap. Not too far from me. I do have brown hair, but I don't have glasses. Actually, sometime there's in that style. Undershirt, shirt over on top, and jeans. The only difference is that this is a hoodie, and I actually don't, and it's closed, but it's pretty cold in my apartment. The heat isn't the best distributed in here. Alright, let's continue reading that. I rest my head upon her lap, sighing as I do. So, this really does feel good. Her tights are incredibly yielding, and they're so soft too. I feel like I'm drowning in a marshmallow sea. So how does that feel? One of Hifumi's hands rests upon my head, her deft, slender fingers waving their way through my hair. I can feel loose tendrils of her dark tresses brushing against my bare cheek, and I can smell her too, soft and fragrant like orange blossoms, maybe. Could that be the scent of the perfume she uses? Are you alright, Hiroki? Hifumi's light, lingering voice washes over me like a lullaby, all the while her fingers continue to run through my hair. Hifumi's lap makes for a wonderful pillow. She's very soothing. I feel nice, thank you, Hifumi. You're welcome. Hifumi continues to toy with my hair. Her fingertips brush back and forth against my scalp, grazing it gently so I shudder. Sparks are starting to run up and down my spine. This feels way too good. I feel like I could melt into a puddle. Hifumi touches are way too intimate to be merely motherly. She's acting like a lover might. I had hoped this would comfort you, and yet, Hifumi brow furrows. You've never been able to sleep like this. You should shoulder us so stiff. You need to try to relax, Hiroki, and trust yourself to me. I won't hurt you. I know that, but what? This feels kind of wrong. How is it wrong? You're famous. If and any of your fans were to see us like this, then shh. Hifumi presses a white fingertip against my lips. They won't see us. There's nobody here other than you and me. My fans will be none the wiser. Not even Ayu can barge in or interrupt us now. I finally have you all to myself. I want to surround you and snare you and possess you, if only for a few moments. My sisters are all closely acquainted with you. It seems unfair that I should be left out. I've grown quite fond of you, Hiroki, so won't you let me suit you, please? Hifumi looks at me sweetly, her dark eyelashes fluttering. I feel like I should resist. I will be pissed when she finds about this, but the cadence of Hifumi's voice have cast a spell over me. I can't resist her. I still don't know what Hifumi did to earn Ayu and Cosmo's distrust, or if she has any ulterior motives. But right now I can't bring myself to worry about such things. None of it seems to matter. Alright then. If you want, we can spend a bit more time together. I won't resist you. Oh, Hiroki. Hifumi eyes soften. Thank you for accepting me. And thank you for giving me a chance. I will treat you very, very gently. I will wash away all your worries with these hands of mine. And then you will feel contentment as you have never known before. When I wake from my long nap, I find that I'm lying on my futon. Hifumi is nowhere in sight. She must have tucked me up. The thought of flattering one, albeit somewhat embarrassing, and I find my cheeks heating up. What did I do to be worthy of this perfect angel, anyway? Hifumi might have done a lot for me, but I think I've done a whole bunch for her. I haven't done her any favors. Oh well, maybe I can resist if I that. For as long as we are staying under the same roof, I do my best to repay Hifumi for her kindness. I won't let her good deeds go unrewarded. And with a bit of luck, I'll be able to figure out her past too. There has been more to Hifumi than she's letting on. I was wondering what it could be. Around midday, I get up and leave my room. I decided to go for a walk, not in the Ryokan garden, show me though it is, but it's a scenic mountain which surround the inn. I thought it would make for a nice change of pace. Though I like the garden and the Ryokan, I can get a bit restrictive. I feel like I can think more clearly out here. The dirt path is lined with tall green maple trees. The distinctive leaves sway above my head. The trees are thick and only a few bands of sunlight can penetrate down the forest floor below. I hope it's Marina this time, because Marina's like the only one we haven't seen a lot of. It's very pretty. It's rare that I see sights like this back in Tokyo. I should go to the countryside more often. With each step, twigs and leaves crack underfoot. From a distance, I hear rustling in the undergrowth. Maybe it's a squirrel or a rabbit. Well, whatever they are elusive and I can't see them. I inhale lungs full of clean air and do my best to fight off the residual fatigue. It feels nice to sleep whenever I want, but I might be relaxed a little too much this morning, thanks to Hifumi's tights. I'm afraid I spent too much time with her. I turn into a lazy pile of sludge. I can't let Hifumi look after all my needs. I don't want to sleep my vacation away either. It's so rare to get to come to the countryside. I should do more stuff with my time. I want to explore and take some photos and talk to Marina, Ayu and Cosmos. And speaking of which, that figure over there, I can make out a shaped person in the distance. They have very long silver hair and they're wearing a tailored business suit. It doesn't seem very particular for scaling such terrain. Yeah, I was right. It's Marina, exactly as I wanted. But then again, what high-class woman would care about practically more than fashion? Though she's wearing a pair of very high heels of red glossy that seems perfectly stable. It's definitely Marina. Hey Marina! I call after her, my voice echoing through the forest. Marina pauses, which gives me an ample time to catch up to her. I hug to her side, my forehead a little flushed, and greet her with a smile. I feel like I haven't had much a chance to talk to you. How'd you been? Better now after seeing you. I'm sorry if I have been acting distant. I had to field important business emails all trip. I told my employer I would be leaving for a vacation and asked them not to bother me, but well, she sighs and shakes her head. I'm a very popular woman, too popular in fact. Whenever the slightest problems arise, my usual cohorts all come crying to me. It sounds like the workers would be lost without you. Yes indeed, I'm indispensable. That sounds like a boast, but Marina doesn't look too happy about her elevated status. In fact, she seems irate. It isn't just my workers who want my monopoly my time either. I've been negotiating an important trade deal with a rival company, and their president is keen to speak to me for all hours of the day. I was talking to him earlier this morning for almost 2 hours. Can you credit it? There's so much work to do. I feel like I'm back in the office. The scenery might have changed, but I'm still working a full 9-5 shift here. In fact, I'm working more than ever. I didn't get sleep until midnight yesterday. I was too busy sorting through my mail. Oh jeez. I pull a face. And here I was being grumpy because my boss sent me a couple of work-related messages during the trip. It sounds like you have way more on your plate than I do. I can't even imagine how busy Marina must be. She looks cool and competent and at all times, but she must have lead a very stressful life. It's a wonder she has the time to style her hair and put on her makeup in the mornings. Oh, don't worry, dear. Nobody likes thinking about work when they're on holiday. I can't blame you for being upset. But I have far fewer responsibilities than you. I'm only a photographer. No, I won't have you talking down to yourself. Marina plants her hands on her hips and expression stern. You work hard to earn a living, just as I do. My job might be more stressful than yours, but it's not a competition. I value you regardless. And you forget, I have spoken to your boss before. I have first-hand knowledge of his ways. He's quite a audacious individual, and I do not blame you for disliking him. Audacious, huh? That's a pretty good word. Thanks, Marina. It's no problem. I was feeling quite frustrated myself, but seeing you has lightened my mood. Shall we talk for a bit? Sure. I fall in step alongside Marina. She winds her arms about mine, pressing her bosom to my arm. We canvassed the dusty forest like this, all interlinked. Every once in a while, we pause to examine the natural beauty of the strewn about us. Though Marina spends most of her time in her office, she's surprisingly knowledgeable about the natural world. She can identify birds solely by the sounds of their calls, and she knows the name of all the trees around us. Is there anything Marina can't do? The minutes trickle by like this, slowly and unhurried, but I'm a little curious. Are you sure this is alright? I don't want to take up too much of your time. What if you get an important phone call? I don't worry about that. I left my phone in my room. I don't want to be distracted during my every waking hour. I go insane. I've been so busy working I simply had to leave my room and get some fresh air. So that's why you were out walking through the forest? Yes, indeed. I was in the dire need of a break. Anybody deserves to take a break? Marina, it's one. It's you. You're kind there. Marina giggles as she inserts an even closer against my body. Say, Hiroki. Yes? I was just thinking, now that the one or two of us are alone, it almost feels like we're going on a date. I guess it does, yeah. Would that be our first date? You know what? I think it might be. We met in bars on numerous occasions and taken you to my office before. But we've never gone out like this before. It's so still and silent. Marina pauses. She glances around the forest and her jade eyes shining. My irritating younger sisters can't interrupt us now. I have you all to myself, darling. I'm glad to give myself up to you. Though if Cosmos found out, she might get jealous. She's already claimed me as her boyfriend. Then it's a good thing I don't want you to be my boyfriend. That is such a childish sign term. I'm too old for it. I would far rather call you my partner. Partner. I said the word aloud, testing how it sounds. It's definitely more mature than boyfriend, though. It does put me in mind of business mergers and meetings. Is that alright? Would you mind being my partner? Okay. Husband, that's not really style. If I think that we still for 30 years old, and I would not, I'm not planning to get married before I'm 30. So, husband, I think we're a little too young for that. If I would be anyone's slave, it would be Marina. But partner, I think that's it's quite fitting for Marina. Considering she's a businesswoman. I mean, for IU, we're apparently her producer or something. I don't remember what she said. And we are Cosmos' boyfriend. If we're Marina's partner, that would technically mean that we have husband and slave left. And as IU and Cosmos say, Hifumi want to put us as a slave, and who knows, it might actually be so that I can't choose away Hifumi, so Hifumi gonna be there anyway. But I think the partner sounds fun, but I can't choose away. I think I need to actually test this. I also want to see what she says. Husband, is it? My. Okay, she didn't say anything funny. I also wanted to see what she would say. I think partner sounds just fine. Oh no, I wouldn't mind to be on. I'd be honored. Oh no, I wouldn't mind. I'd be honored. Good, then let us continue on our date. Since it's my first, I expect you to treat me well. Well, I do my best. I wish I could have taken you someplace fancier though. Like where? I don't know, maybe a fancy restaurant or out dancing. I would like to go dancing with you at some point, but this is more than enough to make me happy. Sometimes the simple things in life are the best. Moreover, Marina lips curls with derision. I doubt you have enough money to take me to any of the fine establishments in Tokyo I often frequent. Haha. I laugh awkwardly. I guess you're right about that. I could hardly afford to look after myself. Some months' money is so tight I have to live on instant noodles. Is that so? Me and a purse her lips together. That doesn't sound very nutritious. It's no wonder you're so skinny. I don't think I'm that skinny. You're for a man. You're for a man of your height. You need fattening up a bit. Marina pokes my side with one of her manicured nails. It tickles and I flinch away. Hope you've been taking advantage of Hifumi's cooking. You know, Hifumi's been working here. But of course, Hifumi and I are close. She tells me everything. She also told me that you and her came to quite an intimate understanding earlier today. Is that true? Oh, yeah, that's right. We did a bit of talking. Talking, is it? Marina raises an eyebrow. Is that what they're calling it these days? How quaint. I can tell based on Marina's tone that she knows everything that happened earlier. The woman really is sharp. I give Marina a quizzical look. You don't mind, do you? Of course not. That would be very hypocritical of me. I'm a succubus after all. You're not the first man I've been with. Though you are the first I've ever thought of as my partner. I care for you a good deal, darling, but I'm not the yellow sort. I don't want to begrudge Hifumi a good time. I'm glad you two were able to enjoy yourselves. Alright, that's a relief, huh? If I and Cosmos knew, they'd be pissed. Well, they are immature, You're Cosmo's very first partner, and Ayu has always been possessive. They will grow in time. Soon I'm sure they will come to learn that love is even better if you can share it with those you care for. I hope so. But it seems like they have some personal vendetta against Hifumi. Oh yes, well they would. Hifumi was always the sweet, mild-mannered woman you know today. It's the past when she was even more forceful than I. Really? I did not expect that. What was that old Hifumi like? Was she a leather-clad dominatrix wielding a whip? Or the kind... I kind of like to see that. But the current Hifumi with her housewifely ways seems much easier to deal with. Yes, indeed. She has changed a lot. I used to have my own grips with Hifumi, but my feelings toward her have since changed. Now I value and respect her friendship. I want her to be happy. But I and Cosmo are young, and they still hold grudges. They cannot forgive her. That is why they have been want to keep you away from her. If you ask Hifumi about it, I'm sure she'll go into a bit more detail. Maybe I will. That sounds like a good idea. It's always best to get these things out of the open. Honesty is the best policy, or so I believe. Though I'm not the sort of woman who would share the secrets of others, I'm no gossip. I didn't think you were. I know you're trustworthy. You're good at keeping secrets. Comes with the experience, dear. No, I have been away from work for too long. I shudder to think of many missed calls I have when I get back. I should return to Ryokan, but before that I have something to tell you. Oh, what is it? I had hoped to spend a whole weekend in the countryside with you, but it was too optimistic. Various matters have come up which require my urgent attention. As such, I need to return to Tokyo tomorrow morning. I already booked my train. What? You mean you're leaving already? Yes, I am. It pains me to be parted from you there, but don't fret. We shall see one another again soon enough. I admit I'm a bit upset we weren't able to spend more time together. But I am pleased we were able to have this little talk at least. All the same, Mina is narrow. I am jealous of the woman. Yeah, I'm not a jealous woman, but I can be quite selfish at times. I know that you've been with Hifumi. That in itself does not bother me, but I would appreciate if you could show me some love before my departure. I feel like I deserve it for working so hard. If you could find it in your heart to give my spirits a bit of boost, I would be able to return to work with all my energy restored. I shall work at full capacity and complete all my tasks before my deadlines. That's how potent your love is, Hiroki. Sure, you got it. And that's where are you gonna say? So at least that was all I have for Sakura Succubus 2 this time, and say it like and subscribe. See you next time. Profile!